Hey, this is Metal Mike, and welcome back to another edition of Metal for Life. And in this episode, we are going to continue talking about the modes. In this lesson, I am going to show you fundamental positions across the whole fretboard that would tie it all together. Check this out. Okay, for the first example, I am going to start with a mode of G Ionian, which is a G major scale. And what I have done, I found every note that makes up a G major scale, and I found it across whole entire fretboard. What I did next is divided all those notes into 5 boxes or 5 shapes that connect to each other, and they basically overlap across the whole entire fretboard. So let's get started. So let's start with the first box. It starts right here, and each degree of a major scale, I am just going to call it from 1 to 8. So for example, you have G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. We are going to call them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, which is the octave. Okay? So here's the first box shape. As you're practicing these shapes, it's important to keep the G code, the root. You just strum it before you play the scale so you could hear the tonalities of the intervals and the scales better. Okay, moving on, I'm going to show you the second shape starting on the 5th fret. Return. You could see how it resolves back to G. Okay, moving on, the third shape, which starts on the 7th fret. Moving on, next box, which starts on the 10th fret. And the last one of the 5 boxes starts on the 12th fret. All right. A great way to practice this is that you first have to visualize these patterns on the fretboard, almost to the point that you can see it in your mind's eye how they fall on the guitar. Imagine looking on top of your guitar neck and seeing these dots where your fingers go right on the frets of where you need to be pressing down. Okay, that's going to be the first step for you to memorize these shapes. You can also practice this, and this is, as a matter of fact, you should practice this over a root chord. What you basically should do is record a root chord, in this case G, and have it sustained over the time that you will be playing through each box up and down. Such as this. Check this out.